Welcome to Two Letters Reactions. I'm your host Tasha, and today we're going to be watching Voltron Season 3, Episode 3. So last time the Voltrons, the Paladins, were all heading back to Earth, and there's, some drama about who was going to go and who's lying and all that good stuff. But on their way back to Earth, they were attacked by Lotor's old crew. So that's basically where we left off. We'll see what Lotor's people have been up to since his absence. I assume they're trying to figure out a way to get him back out of that, whatever it was called, that he ended up in with all the crystal power and all that good stuff. So let's just find out. Here we go.
The lions are locked in the hangar, and the paladins have been taken to the brig.
What's he doing? Oh, okay. I was like...
What are you doing? I'm feeling for a secret passage.
You've watched too many movies, Lance. There's no secret passage.
Oh, really? Then how do you explain this? What happened to Koran?
He must have managed to hide when we were captured.
What?
At least we have one ally out
Go,
there still able to fight
Corinne!
for us.
Seriously, he's like
fate
killing me.
rests in Koran's hands.
See, they all doubt
I will
him,
help you look for that passage.
but he's gonna be the one that gets him out. Oh, I forgot he locked himself. Oh. That is amazing, actually. Where did he get a flashlight from? Oh, there's the mice.
Oh, hello, little friends. I didn't see you there. Well, I was going to try that next. You just beat me to it. Good job, guys. And where were you this whole time? I could have really used some help in there.
Well, now he can help you. You'll be able to, teleport around and all that.
Oh, you're hurt.
Oh.
Well,
yeah,
you just
so-
sit tight. Old Koran is on the case.
This is gonna be like the premise for the whole episode is just Corinne helping them escape. So knock him out.
If Voltron survived, do you think that means Lotor is still alive?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to find out.
What if he finds us? What do you think he'll do to us?
I will always take care of you, Azor. Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Do you really believe that?
Just look at what we've done already. We just took down a Galra cruiser, and we have the mighty paladins of Voltron locked in our brig. We are destined for greatness, Azor. Trust me.
I do. Now let's go torture some prisoners.
That's my girl.
And then
I love them as a
giving
pairing.
away
I'm just
free
gonna say,
Colton
they make
necklace
a
with
great
every
pairing.
purchase.
Wait, did you say free?
Remember that conversation about shipping all the
scallywags.
ships?
How's the booty? Anyhow, how's how about capturing those paladins, eh?
Oh,
Remind me
Corinne.
where we're keeping them?
Oh, okay. Got you going.
Wait, aren't you one of Lotor's generals?
Aksha.
Aksha.
Where have you been all this time? And what happened to Lotor?
What are you talking about?
We're talking about your little disappearing act.
Answer the question. How did you survive that explosion?
Don't you know? You were there.
I think there's a little confusion about how the we ask questions, you give us answer scenario works.
Enough of your games. Where is Lotor?
Lotor's dead. We left him in the quintessence field.
Yeah, that doesn't really add up. Why aren't you dead?
Because of the power of teamwork?
I'm going to
Yes,
ask
son.
you one more time, and then we're going to have to take a more extreme approach.
The fun part.
What happened to Lotor, and where have you been all this time?
Have they been gone longer than they think they were gone?
What are you doing here?
I picked up the signal you were sending to your home planet. I assume that's how Ezor and Sethrid were able to intercept you.
But why are you helping us?
We don't have time for that now. Your friends are being held in a detention cell several floors below us. We have to find a way to free them, get to your lions, and most likely blast our way out.
Finally, who's our first victim?
You. I bet half my fleet that this group of heroes has a soft spot for the small one.
Don't you touch her!
Your defiance is adorable, and so very misguided.
Leave us alone!
Hands! Let her go!
Not Paige! Paige is too precious for this world, leave her alone.
Where did I put that helmet? Oh, I'm just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Oh gosh.
Fine. I challenge you to a battle of fisticuffs. Easy there, big fella. Simmer down now. It's just a little scheduling conflict.
Answers.
We told you, he's...
Hull breach in Hangar 1. Lockdown sequence initiated.
You'd think even with like everybody's hands tied, they could like also
The next time
warm
that
them
door
or something.
opens, overwhelm the guard.
Yeah, there you go. Or not. Don't even tell. Is it Corinne? Oh, it's nice. Okay.
Karan's trying to rescue us. And he's got help. Aksha!
What?
What was that? What? The way that he said that. What?
Don't worry, we got you.
Thank you, Princess Allura.
Has someone done like a Lance Allura crossover, like making him look like Allura or something? That would be amazing.
Aksha, what are you doing here?
I should have known you'd show up once we got the Paladins. She's always been sweet on that one with the flippity hair.
They have weapons and we don't. Any suggestions?
Unhand those bayards, you scallywag!
So much for the element of surprise.
Well, he has mastered the Force. He apparently can now
Lead the way. Keep the team together.
summon things to him.
Wait, where are you going? Aksha saved our skin. I'm not gonna leave her behind. I'll meet up with you guys soon.
I feel like Aksha can take care of herself. She's quite a capable woman.
Oh, look, Aksha. It's your favorite Paladin.
So do you guys actually know each other?
Yeah. Don't you remember how she never wanted to kill him?
Oh, I guess it is true love.
Can't we just fight?
What are the sound effects?
Is that what I think it is?
Sentient nitrate.
Zero in on my location and fire on the ship!
Are you sure?
Just do it! Wow, a lot of things have really changed over the past few weeks.
Weeks? What are you talking about?
I've been
Last
gone
time we
for
saw you,
a long time.
you were fighting us alongside Lotor.
Oh
That
no.
was 3 decaphoebes ago. I realize now that Lotor wasn't the man I thought he was. He preached unity, but in the end he sought only power.
And if Ezor and Zethrid became warlords in that time, what else has changed?
This episode filled in a lot of the blanks as to, what happened, because apparently they were gone 3 years, which, it makes sense. It makes sense that if you're jumping between these interdimensional vortexes, it's understandable that there's going to be stuff that's happening with the time continuum and all that stuff. I guess some of the things that I am still puzzling over a little bit. So I like, let me try to say these names without totally butchering them, but is it Aksha? I like her character a lot. Like, I actually think she is a very intriguing character. I just don't, I don't fully understand her motivations for switching sides. Like, I get that they mentioned, she talked about, unity versus power, that Lotor was not everything she expected him to be. So, that tells me that I guess she wanted the universe to live in peace then? Was that her goal all along? And I feel like I shouldn't have to ask that, right? And that should have been, storytelling-wise, that should have been more evident to me than having them just sort of spring it on us now, saying, oh, now she cares about peace and unity and everybody getting along. So it's not that I'm disappointed with that choice at all. Like, I think it is a good storytelling choice. I just wish that it had been laid out a little bit more clearly before now. And then also, obviously they're playing up the interest between her and Keith. And that's another one that I feel like I'm not totally opposed to it, right? I've said it before, I ship all the ships. Like, I love shipping different ships. But I also feel that I wish that there was just a little bit more groundwork for that. I mean, I can only think of one instance, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I just need to go back and refresh my memory and watch more of the earlier seasons, but I can only recall one instance where she helped him out. So there was like a little bit of that bond formed, but I would have liked to have a little bit more of that before now suddenly she's protecting them and saving them and all that kind of stuff. Oh, and I wrote down finally, is it Zethred? Zethred and Ezra. I wrote down their names finally. And I really like what they did with their characters. Like, it makes sense that with Lotor gone, you got to fill that power vacuum, and it is understandable that the folks that would step into that role would be Lotor's, top-ranking. I don't know if they were considered generals the way that Aksha. I can't remember if they're all ranked the same, but it makes sense that there would be somebody to step into that role. So I like that. I like that piece. And then that's the only notes I really took for this episode. But I do like the time jump. I like that it's been 3 years. I think it'll make it more interesting as the story unfolds, especially with the stuff with Earth. Like, I'm thinking it's more and more likely now that Earth is like taken over or something from what I thought from the previous episode. So curious to see where it goes from here. Yeah, so I will catch you guys at episode 4.